Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found on the public domain. I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. It's Thursday the 14th of November and my oh my is my head in a complete spin. So media headlines hit like a truck yesterday when it was confirmed by Buckingham Palace that Harry and Meghan and Archie wouldn't be spending Christmas at Sandringham. The media storm hit and the backlash began, saying they'd be spending it in LA. Then they switched, saying that although they wouldn't be with the Queen at Christmas, their actual location has yet to be set. Everybody knew, everybody was reporting that they would probably be in LA with Doria. And Oprah, of course. Just for clarification, I don't have actual proof that Oprah will be spending it with the Sussexes, but we all know what Meghan's like, and what Meghan wants, Meghan gets, and Meghan likes big A-list friends. Some people said they'll be in LA, and some people said they'll be at Frogmore, although how you can actually stay in a house that you never live in and it's all a bit of a fake, it just makes me shake my head, to be perfectly honest. Anywho, I digress. Prince Harry and his wife are undecided on what to do for Christmas, but have chosen to spend it away from the other royals at their traditional Christmas get-together. And I think fans of the royal family now think the move could worsen the tensions that are supposed to be there within the family and the Sussexes, following recent comments from Harry that he and his brother were on different paths at the moment. It's very clear that there is a very big rift between not only the brothers and possibly other members of the family as well. Bit by bit, they're alienating themselves from the UK. They know they are very deeply unpopular, or they should know by now, to be fair. And I think it's only a matter of time before they actually leave the UK for good. Whether or not that would be together, there's been a lot of rumours out there, and until it's actually reported on, I think I'm just going to button it because I really don't want to get into trouble. As far as everything that's been reported on, I can only give you my own judgment, and it seems to me that Harry and Meghan are not equipped to handle the responsibilities that are part of representing the Queen and our monarchy. I actually don't believe either of them is particularly interested in representing the Queen. I do wonder if they have their own completely different agenda to the one that's actually set by them, by their duties, whether or not they expect those activities to be funded by the taxpayer and the monarchy. I think at some point boundaries need to be set with regards to what the monarchy's finances and what Harry and Meghan fund themselves. And that is very important, I think, because they seem to be going rogue. And as a taxpayer myself, I would like some more clarity on what we are actually funding. Are we funding the 6 weeks break with their security? As we, the British taxpayer, are we paying for them to be guarded? Are we paying for their flights? Are we paying for their clothes? Are we paying for their nannies? While this 6 weeks or more possibly is going ahead. As a taxpayer, that really does concern me, because if I'm paying for it, that really does piss me off. Richard Kay, a journalist for the Daily Mail, wrote a damning article yesterday asking if the Queen deserved better than this battling absence. And to be honest, my opinion is yes, she does. Christmas is a time for family. And as far as the Queen is concerned, and having Harry and Meghan away might well truly be hurtful for her. To all the people saying that, yeah, most families do split over the holidays, yes, this is true. However, Harry and Meghan don't pay their own way. Technically, the Queen is their boss. And to the people saying, well, it's only Christmas, you're forgetting that Christmas time in the royals is a very big thing. They all get together at Sandringham at the church, and a lot of people come out on their Christmas mornings to greet the royal family, to see them, and it is a big deal of family unity. It's not just for the royal family, it's for the British people as well, and it is considered an honour to be invited to this church service on Christmas Day. And I think the Queen, while she probably wouldn't say it publicly, is quite hurt by this snubbing. So then late last night, something happens. A call must have been made to or by Sunshine Sachs, and crisis talks must have taken place because of the backlash this story has received. Now it's being said that Meghan Markle is considering ditching her plans to go to LA for Thanksgiving, instead having her mum, Doria, make the flight over to the UK, and she's considering spending the US holiday helping out at a homeless shelter in London, not far from her home in Windsor. Yep, little Miss Humanitarian wants to give up her time and feed the homeless. Now, if this was anybody else, I'd give them a round of applause, but this is Meghan Markle. She does nothing unless it benefits her. That's one heck of a turnaround. It makes me think that she's been told by somebody a bit higher up that she needs to buck her ideas up. It's funny because she didn't really care much for the homeless when they were removed for her big, lavish wedding. And correct me if I'm wrong, I know I'm not wrong, but didn't Diana also take William and Harry when they were younger to a homeless shelter? But do you know what the difference was? It was never published. It was never put in the media because Diana didn't want to court that publicity for that particular event. Do you think that this so-called event, if it happens, so that's a big if, I just think this has been fed to the media to try and salve her failing reputation. Do you think it's going to be blasted all over her Instagram? Sorry, their Instagram account. Keep calling it her because clearly it is. Do you think it'll be all over their Instagram account? Because I do. Any charity work that's done unofficially from the royal family should be kept private, and it should not be announced to the world unless, of course, it's all for attention. I do wonder if this is all a ruse to try and silence or just brush over what the real truth is going on. Have they actually been invited to Sandringham? Or with all the drama that they've caused, has the Queen actually said, no, do you know what? Deal with it yourself. You're not invited. You can make up a story. And also, this trip to the States for 6 weeks. Why is it all of a sudden? Why is she spending Thanksgiving here when it was the whole, we need a break, family time. We're going to go off to America for 6 weeks, possibly more. Has their funding been stopped? I wonder. My own personal opinion is I feel that this is an emergency backup plan and a full 180. I think the Queen called their bluff about not going to Sandringham for Christmas and they realised how bad the optics now look. It's classic damage control because we've had a few sneaky puff pieces that have suddenly been released. One very funny one that the Queen herself actually pops in to Frogmore and regularly visits Harry and Meghan. I'm sorry, I actually have to laugh about that one. The Queen visits no one. You visit the Queen. It's a well-known fact that you go to her and not the other way around. Oh, Sunshine Sachs, you've got to try harder, to be perfectly honest. I do wonder, while popping in for a cup of Fortnum & Mason's Earl Grey tea, if she asked Meghan, are you okay? Yet the damage control continues. What do these pair do when the public backlash is pushing back? They trot out the baby, of course. A new unseen photo of the christening has been dropped via their Instagram account, wishing Charles a very happy birthday. It's a new photo, but it's not a recent photo. It's from the christening, which was in July. It's now November, so it's just an old photo of the child that we've never seen. This couple is so transparent, it's laughable. They think that they can save their tanking reputation by trotting out Archie. It's not going to work, I'm afraid. You have kept this child from us and surrounded it with so much secrecy. There is so many conspiracy theories out there. That's your fault. You've done this. So by bringing out the child like the Messiah that you think he is, if you think that's going to win round the public, you are very sorely mistaken. Try harder next time, please. In fact, don't try at all. Just off you go, hand in your titles, hand in the keys to this property that you don't actually live at, hand in all your privileged lifestyle and go away. That's all for me today. As always, let me know what you think that I've discussed in the video. What do you think of the Queen or Buckingham Palace actually saying, no, they're not spending time here? Then all of a sudden, that little turnaround saying, actually, no, we're not going to America. We're going to spend Thanksgiving here. Doria's coming over and I'm going to go and help the homeless. What do you think of the Queen popping in to old Froggy Cottage? Do you think that's happening, or do you think it's just all a load of lies? And finally, do you think it's a big play to save their reputation by touting out the baby? It seems that every little rocky patch that they hit, out comes another shot of the child. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'd like to thank everyone who has donated to my channel. It's because of your kind generosity which enables me to release worthy and interesting contents. So I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Once again, thank you for watching and I'll see you very soon.